Section 4.1, Classifying Triangles. Chapter 4 is everything you'd ever want to know and even more about triangles. We're going to start at the beginning with how we talk about them, how we name them, how we label them. So a triangle is a polygon. It fits that definition of polygon, 3 sides and 3 angles. It can be classified in 2 different ways, by its angle measures or by its side lengths. So when we look at a triangle, here we have triangle ABC. We have angle A, B, angle B, and then C, angle C. Those are the angles of triangle ABC. So tri meaning 3, angle meaning angle. So 3 angles. Talking about the angles A, B, and C, we can also talk about the points A, B, and C. And each of those is a vertex, but if you make that plural, those are the triangle's vertices. All right, so 3 vertexes gives us 3 vertices. Now, how we can talk about triangles, we can classify it by the angle measures. So we have acute triangles with 3 acute angles. We have equiangular with 3 congruent acute angles. So a little kind of subsection of acute triangles. You have the equiangular, which are 3 congruent acute angles. A right triangle with just 1 right angle, and an obtuse triangle with 1 obtuse angle. We also have the side lengths. Equilateral, 3 congruent sides. We have isosceles. I want to make a little note here. It's at least 2 congruent sides. Okay, at least 2. So an isosceles triangle could have 3 congruent sides. So every equilateral triangle is isosceles, because an equilateral has at least 2 congruent sides. Although not every isosceles triangle is equilateral. And then lastly, we have scalene with no congruent sides. Every side is its own length. Now, this is something that we've talked about, okay, answering the question that is being asked. When they ask you to classify a triangle, make sure that you are answering the question being asked. Here we are saying classify it by its side lengths. So you may say that a triangle is acute, and technically you may be correct, but that's not the question being asked. Make sure that you are reading the directions, paying close attention to those words. So we have 3 triangles here. Triangle, let's look at the one on the left right here, triangle HEF. We have triangle, the one on the right here, HFG. And then we have the entire triangle, triangle HEG. So let's classify each triangle by its side lengths. So HEF, the triangle on the left. Now we see we have these congruency tick marks. Okay, so we have 2 congruent sides, which means this would be classified as isosceles. All right, because of those 2 congruent sides. HFG, we have an 11, we have a 4, and then this tick mark down here is 10, so this tick mark right here is also 10. So HFG, we have an 11, a 10, and a 4. We have no congruent sides, so that would be scalene. HEG, a 12, a 10, and a 4 gives us 14 and 11. So 12, 14, 11, again, no congruent sides. So that is a scalene triangle as well. Example 2, classify each triangle by its angles and its sides. So we want 2 classifications there. So take a look at example 2 and then check my completed notes online.